Hej, z tej strony Decoy. Dzisiaj kontynuujemy przygody w Mass Effect Andromeda, a na początek przeczytajmy sobie pocztę. Ryder, opowiadałem mojej rodzinie o tobie i o moim pobycie na Tempeście. Bardzo bym chciał pokazać ci miejsce, w którym dorastałem i przedstawić ich wszystkich. Moja prawdziwa matka, Sahuna, jest szczególnie zainteresowana spotkaniem z tobą. Odwiedźmy ją następnym razem, gdy będziemy na Hawal. Cash, Ryder, martwię się o dziadka, lubił dawać twardziela, ale jest przecież starszym kroganinem i wiele przeszedł. Gadaliśmy, mówił, że wszystko w porządku, ale widziałem, że cierpi. Pomęczyłem go i obiecał, że porozmawia z lekarzem pokładowym. Zrobisz coś dla mnie, upewnić się, że to zrobi? Musi jeszcze trochę dla mnie pożyć, proszę. Cora, myślałam o naszej rozmowie na Leusini. Zainspirowała mnie. Przyjdziesz do mnie porozmawiać, jak się następnym razem spotkamy na statku? Zaraz tam pójdziemy do niej. Słuchaj, następnym razem na EOS spotykam się z kumpelą, Jill. Chętnie by cię poznała, a ja jakby powiedziałam, że się pojawisz. Nie chcę wyjść na kłamcę. Okej. Wiadomości z nowej tuczanki. Niepokojąca aktywność Ketu. Zjadowcy klanu Nakmor powrócili z rekonansu z niepokojącymi wieściami. 2 statki Ketów rozbiły się na płaskowyżu na El-Laden. Po tym, jak zostały uszkodzone przez plagę, jedna ze zwiadowczyń przysięga, że widziała, jak jeden statek strzela do drugiego, ale nie jesteśmy w stanie potwierdzić tych rewelacji. Jeśli są jacyś rozbitkowie, pustynia szybko się o nich upomni. Jednakże okoliczności katastrofy są na tyle niezwykłe, że uznaliśmy za zasadne poinformować się o zaistniałej sytuacji. Okej. Jeśli chcesz walczyć z ketami, musisz zrozumieć wroga tak jak my. Nadal żyje garstka tych, którzy pamiętają, jak było, kiedy ketowie pojawili się po raz pierwszy i jak zmieniło się nasze życie, kiedy odkryliśmy ich prawdziwe zamiary. Dowiedz się, czego mogą cię nauczyć nasi starsi. Powiedziałem im, że się zjawisz i dałem im środki do znalezienia ich na AIA. Ryder, jestem producentem reportażu Kerry. Coś się stało? Znajdź mnie na Nexusie, musimy porozmawiać. Okej. Mamy trochę rzeczy już do zrobienia i to sporo nawet. Tylko się melduje i to chyba już było czytane.
I need a break. Do you need a break? Let's go for a break. Tea, Sarah?
I'd love a cup.
It's a cultivar originating in Sumatra. My own personal stash. Once I run out, that'll be it for Earth tea. I keep having these thoughts. I'm never gonna taste this again. I'm never gonna see that again.
You're not the only one, Suvi. I have those senseless thoughts all the damn time.
And? Do they bother you?
It's natural. You'd have to be made of stone not to miss home sometimes.
The universe is like a giant tapestry. I love following its threads, but it distracts me from the whole picture. My family was right there, but I was too occupied by the abstract to appreciate them.
From everything you've told me, you're here because of your family. Your love of science, doesn't that come from them? Aren't you with them every time you chase down a new discovery?
Ryder, that's beautiful.
My mother made the implant in my head, and my father created the AI that uses it. I haven't lost them either.
Thank you, Ryder.
Mamy sprawdzić laboratorium Tempesta. Czemu mi to pokazuje na dół, jak jesteśmy na dole? Laboratorium to jest tutaj.
Move your arm again.
Readings won't change, Doc.
Your prosthetics are syncing properly. Your neuropathy-induced pain levels are consistent.
Hey, I'm used to it. It's okay.
No, it's not okay. You keep fighting smart, you hear me? You don't have much left in terms of organ redundancies.
Nah, it's fine. I don't mind.
What's all this about?
Follow-up scans. I keep a close eye on him.
What do you mean?
He's fine, just old and missing too many parts. And too stubborn for his own good.
You love me just the way I am, Doc.
Don't get off that table until the scan is done.
Can I ask what happened?
Arm, side, hip, part of my leg. Strain balancing threading across my spine. It's all prosthetics and implants.
That's a lot.
Made it through the Krogan rebellions. Watched my culture disintegrate. Survived centuries as a merc. And all sorts of pirate shenanigans. 1,000 years of combat experience. All it took was one idiot with a pack of frag grenades.
It must have been hard.
Yeah, it got pretty bad. I hit some dark moments. Implant rejection after implant rejection. Prosthetics not syncing properly. Everything hurt. A lot. All the time. No purpose to anything.
How did you deal with it?
I didn't. I fell right into that pit. Almost. But then some shaman shows up, drops the tiniest little baby girl in my lap. This one's dying, he said. Not worth the trouble, he says. Useless is what he meant.
That's awful.
It's practical. Krogan gave me a purpose again. Wasn't just about me anymore, so I got help. Learned how to take care of myself, take care of her. And she took care of me.
You found a way to live again.
We sure did. Wasn't easy on either of us. I'm old, stuck in my ways, and Cash has wanted to change everything since she could talk. Raising Cash taught me an important lesson.
What was it?
Took me a while to figure it out, but it's important. Parents aren't meant to be a goal or a finish line. We're the starting line. Where you go from there, it's all you. Remember that.
Okej, jakie zadanka już są pokończone.
Got a minute? I could use a favor.
Sure, what do you need?
I kept thinking about Sarissa and my not being a pathfinder. And the thinking turned into a project on EOS. Can you help me finish it?
What kind of project?
I'll put the nav points in the helm. Come along and I'll show you.
Okej, mamy się udać z Korą w jakieś miejsce. Czy mamy coś jeszcze tutaj gdzieś do pogadania? Atrak, nasz kroganin. To jeszcze nie tak dawno tak ładnie żonglował i walczył dzielnie na EOSie go spotkaliśmy.
You realize that even if I do find it, it's gonna cost you.
And you know I'm always true to my word, so just get it done. I'm hearing the Ket activity's down. I bet the Archon's still nursing his wounds. That means he can be beaten. The Ket can be beaten. People are waking up to that.
Didn't sound like you were discussing Ket over comms when I walked in, though.
Wasn't. I have a friend keeping a lookout for a lamp. One brought from home, but stolen in the revolt.
I didn't think you were so sentimental.
I'm not the only one. Suvi has her father's antique instruments, Cora her Asari prayer book, and Liam has the junk that Liam collects. These things are important. They remind us where we came from.
I know what you mean. I never want to forget what I left behind.
Even as we look forward to the future. Yes,
So what's so special about this lamp?
it's awful. It's got a butt-naked Asari for the stand, and she's holding a moon.
One of your prized possessions is a really ugly lamp.
The foreman at my first job had this lamp. When he was mean, I'd focus on it so he wouldn't see me upset. Now I keep it so I remember where I started. Most of my life was doing stuff to survive, taking shit from assholes, or being one. I don't have to do that anymore. I can start over. Something honest.
Honest work. Vetra, you'd be an awful farmer.
Yeah, you don't know that. Point is, I could be anything. For a while, I didn't care that I'd lost the lamp. Everything was a mess, and it just didn't matter. But we've made progress, Ryder. Small things matter again. People are daring to dream.
We'll get you the lamp, even if it's not the same one. We'll make you a new one.
If we make new ones, we'll have to get you one too.
Oto kolejna rzecz po lampę jakąś. W sumie jeszcze sobie sprawdzę, czy jest jakiś dialog.
I feel like things are finally going our way, for real. Getting the Solarians back, that's huge. I just wish we could have saved Reika too.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Taki mały dialog, ale zawsze coś.
Liam's idea about watching vids together.
Movie night? He delayed again, out of respect for Reika.
Good. From what I've seen, your vids are flat. They're only seen and heard. Angara vids use tiny electrodermal signals. You feel it through your skin. I spoke to Gil. We have time to rig up a system to mimic it, if we can acquire the right components.
That sounds amazing. Let's do it.
The components we need should be sold on Aya. Let's be vigilant. Ryder, what a victory! Now that we know where Meridian is, the Archon's downfall begins.
A victory feels good, and there's more to come.
You have a good team here, Ryder.
Yeah, seems to be working out okay.
If you'd like, I can provide crew training about embracing emotions.
Oh, okay. I'll think about that.
Okay, let me know.
I'll see you later, Jal.
Stay strong and clear.
Hey, you're 2 for 2.
What do you mean?
2 times face to face with the Archon. 2 times you spit in said face. Figuratively speaking, of course.
We were nose to nose this time. Some spit might have hit the mark.
That's a 2-way street, Ryder. Ugh. Bastards trying to exalt us all, huh? That's what all this is about.
Could be.
Typically, I like high-stakes games, but I'd rather be sitting at the kiddie table this time.
Good talking to you, Gil.
Anytime.
Kogo jeszcze mamy? Mamy Liama. Tak na osobności z Drakiem.
Morda just calmed in. Scouts are expected to arrive soon and medics are on standby. I won't forget this, Ryder. You chose Krogan first. It's been a long time since anyone's seen us as anything other than cannon fodder.
I couldn't let you down. My crew is like family.
Only family I've had for a long time is Kesh. Guess anything can change.
Ale randki z nim chyba nie wybiorę jeszcze.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Hey, Ryder. Thinking about our run through the Archon's flagship. Word of warning. You die again, I'm taking it to HR as emotional abuse. Stop it.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
Hey, are you okay? I shudder to think what the Archon meant to do with you. And I hated watching you die like that. I think of myself as daring and death-defying, but you?
You are daring. I had to up my game.
Well, you win. Jackass. Just don't get yourself exalted, okay? That asshole means to ketify us all.
Can't let that happen.
But he's close. He's almost figured out Krogan. It's the scariest thing. Ugh. Let's talk about something else, okay?
Jeszcze mamy Kalo.
A real victory. Our arc back at the Nexus. I'd almost given up hope.
The cat won't touch the Parchero again. The militia will see to that.
Losing Pathfinder Reka is a blow. So many Solarians joined the initiative because of her. But you did your best. Did you need me?
I'll let you concentrate.
I może jeszcze coś od Suvi.
Feeling all right. You were clinically dead for a few seconds. I didn't even know a Sam could do that.
I didn't either. Imagine how I felt.
I'll bet. Death is the only exit, not the most reassuring words to hear. Anyway, thank you, Sam, for saving Ryder's life.
You're welcome, Dr. Anwar.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good?
A teraz posprawdzamy zadania, jakie mamy i gdzieś polecimy, ale gdzie? To jeszcze nie wiem. Jesteśmy na Aja i mamy do pogadania z kilkoma osobami.
The Moshae said you remember when the cat arrived.
My father's oldest friend was chosen to be Volt's ambassador to the Ket. The day he left, they embraced as brothers. All the Ket sent back was his badge, and a holo recording I wasn't allowed to watch. I was too young to understand why everyone was scared. Why my father mourned for months.
I can imagine how terrifying that was for a child.
What frightened me was seeing how helpless my parents felt. All our leaders were confused and fearful. The terror made us hesitate. That's when the Ket struck. They'll try the same with you. Be ready.
Okej, lecimy dalej. Tu gdzieś jeszcze mamy do zakupienia sprzęt na wieczorek filmowy. Ale może na początek tej rozmowy.
Moshae said you'd want to hear my experience with the Ket, to learn from it.
I do. Tell me about it.
They had just arrived. I was on a civilian shuttle to Volt when we received a message. The spaceport was on lockdown. Security concerns due to the Ket. We were supposed to land on a nearby moon and wait for the all clear. Instead of landing, the shuttle captain turned back. Something felt wrong, he said. Later we learned it was a Ket transmission to isolate us for capture. The captain had saved our lives.
You can't have been more than a child when that happened.
I was old enough to know life would never be the same.
I jeszcze mamy jedną rozmowę. A sprzęt na wieczorek filmowy. Jest tyle tych ikon, że się gubię. Gdzie to może być? A, na początek rozmowa, a potem cała reszta.
The Moshae said we should speak. You remember the Ket's arrival?
One of them came to our city on a vow to offer lavish gifts. We lined up along the street to watch the alien walk with our ambassador. As it passed, it stopped and knelt in front of me. I still dream of what it said. Young one, you are meant for greatness.
Now I know why my arrival had everyone on edge.
When I saw you walk with Paran through our city, I hoped that the guards would kill you. I will never trust outsiders again.
I zadanie świadkowie mamy zaliczone. I tutaj mamy tak, o, klucz deszyfrujący sobie weźmiemy sobie części winda i może na zaś to mamy kupić. I mamy oddać Jalowi sprzęt na wida na tempeście, więc mamy e-mail do przeczytania, więc zacznijmy od niego. Kadara, nie przejmuj się. Sid nie zrobiła nic lekkomyślnego tym razem, o ile wiem. Znalazłem coś fajnego na Kadarze. Spotkajmy się tam, wyślę sporządne w załączniku. I z Wetrą na planecie mamy się spotkać, okej. Jal, gdzie ty jesteś, Jalu? Ty jesteś pewnie na dole. O, nie ma Jala.
That Archon barely sees us as sentient, strings people up like puppets. Didn't know Sam could do that to his Pathfinder. You sure you're okay?
Just a lingering bruise or two. My vitals are good.
Let's hope that sample he took isn't a problem. Losing another Pathfinder is bad enough, even with the Krogan safe. Sorry, rambling. Did you need me?
See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
Tutaj jesteś, Jalu.
You acquired the components?
Yes, I'm looking forward to seeing what you and Gil put together.
He's very gifted. When we succeed, more of your people can experience our stories as they are meant to be enjoyed. Goda Tavitara, the Lulia Reborn trilogy. I'm weeping a bit already.
No i części mamy oddane.
Suvi, that woman on the Nexus, she's a widow of one of my pilots.
The people you were training to explore the Scourge?
Zoe's wife was lost out there. For a fellow pilot, one does the right thing.
Like making sure her widow's got enough credits.
It's the least I can do. The most is conquering the Scourge once and for all.
Mam układy do przeskanowania, ale to zrobię chyba później. A na razie lecimy na Hawara. Wybrałem złą ekipę. Nie wybrałem Jala. Ale Lexi chce się z nami zobaczyć, więc...
We need to talk about Sam.
Dr. Taparo does not approve of how we escaped to the Ket containment field on the Archon's flagship.
By stopping the Pathfinder's heart? No, I do not approve.
We didn't have a choice. If there had been another option, I would have taken it.
How can you be so calm about this? Ryder, Sam killed you. Yes, he brought you back, but what if he didn't?
I cannot learn without the Pathfinder. That would be akin to killing a part of myself.
Your lines of code, you can't die.
Hurting me goes against Sam's design.
Because AI have never acted against their designs before. Look, I'm not against Sam. I'm not against you, Sam. But my job's hard enough without an AI stopping your heart. Even to save your life.
All right, I'll find a new party trick.
Have Gil teach you 3-card Monty or something.
Lexi, I apologize for any distress I have caused you.
And I'm sorry for calling you lines of code. You're more than that. Even if you don't have cells to prove it.
A teraz wróćmy na planetę, ale tym razem z Jalem zamiast Draka.
Jal! Jal! Wait. Is that bad news?
No, the Pathfinder is interested in where I grew up. Ryder, this is my true mother, Sahuna Amadarao.
Nice to meet you. I know Angara liked the hugging.
Giles told me how much he admires you.
Really?
He's my favorite. Smart, loyal, kind. A great shot. Writes poetry, sews.
Mother.
I'm late for a resistance meeting. Stay clear.
Your mother's in the resistance?
Yes. And every child is her favorite.
Everyone, this is Sarah.
Hi.
Look who the Karkin dragged in. Welcome back. This is where I spent most of my days growing up. Me, my sister, Guana, our cousin, Etta, and brother, Finn. Then Bavzil, Rolu.
So wonderful to
Hey,
have
Jarl.
you back.
Hey, human.
Jarl, you bring in someone special to meet us.
Wow, cozy.
We like to live like this.
Gonna give your friends some real food?
Good to see you. And here's my room. My tiny sanctuary.
You must dream of a big place of your own.
Sometimes. Maybe. Doesn't matter. This will always be my home. Oh, no. Who put this here?
Schematics? Of...
When I was 7, my aunt stole a ket weapon for me. So I took it apart. To learn.
And that was a Karkin.
Pet Karkin. Alfit. He died. So I also took him apart.
To learn?
Why not? I never show people these things, but I feel like we're family.
It's been good getting to know you.
Hey, there's one more thing you might like. Sit there.
Been interesting so far. Nice. You made that?
Long ago. It's not accurate. More of a dream, really. Just one more thing I want to take apart and figure out.
Me too, Jal. Me too.
Na początek mamy spotkanie z Gillem i Jill. A jesteśmy na EOS. Tu mamy to spotkanko, więc zaraz zobaczymy, o co chodzi.
I'm good. You're here. Yeah, so listen, she's only got a minute or two, and she's in rare form today. Just to warn you. She's here kickstarting repopulation protocols, reversing the chemical procreation blockers for colonists. Calls it boosting the batter. She's gonna try and get you to do it.
That is what she's here to do. The woman takes her job seriously.
Hey, if you're cool with it. I mean, makes no never mind to me. No chance I'll ever oops a baby into the world.
Am I interrupting something?
Ah, Jill. About time. This is...
Save it. I asked you both to stop by, remember? Ryder? Pleasure. I know we're all very busy, so I have only one question for you.
You want to know if you can reverse my chemical procreation blocker?
You baby. I see my reputation precedes me. The question is, what the hell did you do to him? It's like he's an adult or something. He can even have a mature conversation without it degrading into potshots. Unless I take it there. What's your secret?
I have nothing to do with it. It's all him.
I call bullshit on that. It's definitely your influence. Something.
Maybe all these years you thought you knew me, you were sadly mistaken.
You wish. Okay, you're both off the hook. So glad I got to meet you, Ryder.
Likewise.
No jest zadanko ukończone. A my jeszcze musimy się udać z skorą w te miejsce.
This is the place. Ready?
I jesteśmy na miejscu. Tylko na razie sobie oczyśmy może trochę rejonu.
So where's your mystery project?
Not far. Soil converter. No remnant terraformer, but it makes sandy dirt into something useful. Eventually. Add seeds, some rain, and you've got a garden.
That's right. You wanted a garden of your own.
It'll take years. I might not even see it. But that's okay. Asari think in centuries. Lay a foundation, then step away. Let it grow into something you might never expect. Pathfinder training was my foundation. Gave me a whole galaxy of directions I could go. I don't need someone else's plan. Just a good beginning. The first seeds of a garden. One I started with my friend.
What seeds do you have?
Desert flowers and grasses from across the Milky Way. Colors we don't even have names for. When they've prepared the ground, roses someday. Ready? 1, 2...
I to by było na tyle z tego zdanka. A my wróćmy na Tempesta i gdzieś się udajmy na kolejne zdanie.
Know any good marching songs? My unit used to sing Walking, Talking to Vera.
I've heard that one. Doesn't it have 60...
Smoke in the distance. Probably the crash ship we're looking for.
Bo znajdujemy się na Eladen i jedziemy w miejsce tych statków ketów.
They really are going all out.
Coś tu jeszcze do zabawy?
And that, as they say, is that.
Muszę szukać obszar. Mamy datapadzik.
It appears to be a cat data log, Pathfinder. It may contain saved data of some variety.
Can we access this data, Sam?
The device is locked.
When has a simple lock ever stopped you, Sam? Come on, hack this thing.
Pathfinder, it is not just a simple lock. We have never encountered a cat device with security like this before. I suggest we bring it back to the Tempest for further analysis.
No to pogadajmy z Suvi.
It's almost unbelievable that some of the Ket would be fighting their own. The Ket always seems so monolithic, almost faceless.
I wish we saw more of that fighting. Wouldn't shed a tear if they wiped themselves out.
Whatever they've done, they're still a unique, fascinating species. It's hard for me to wish them all dead. Anyway, about this Ket device you found by their destroyed ship. It's secured with a biometric lock that can only be activated with a specific genetic code.
So, like a fingerprint scan, except with a genetic fingerprint.
Exactly. Whatever's in this, it's probably only meant for trusted individuals.
So you're saying I have to track down some Ket?
But that would be impossible, Ryder. Remember those Ket genetic samples you scanned on Volt? Lexi's been working on the data, and I have an idea that just might work. We should go talk with her when you have time.
A więc takie cuda kombinujecie, no to lecimy do Lexi. Dużo biegania, dużo chodzenia jest w tych misjach, ale wszystko zrobimy.
Got your memo, Suvi. Data's right here, but I'm not sure what you're expecting to find.
Tell me you have it all sequenced.
Yes, of course. It was the first thing I...
Perfect. Sam, can you test combinations of sequences against the lock?
Testing.
Brute force, Dr. Anwar?
Tried and true methods. And with Sam's processing speed, it should take no time.
Key found.
Whoa. We thought it was a data log, but it's not. It's...
It just locked onto a transmission.
Does it compromise our security?
The device is a receiver. It will not reveal our location.
This transmission is audio.
The Archon has abandoned our way. Spurns tradition, defies protocol. He abuses his authority, obsesses over remnant secrets, and keeps us cut off from home. This cannot continue. He will return to the path of right or be destroyed. This is my promise. An Archon stands tall only while we hold him up.
Someone's gunning for the Archon. I'd say that's something we can exploit.
You don't mean try to make some kind of deal?
Don't know yet. What else is in the transmission?
It's the same stuff. It repeats. I wonder if there's a way to trace the signal. Scanning for nav point. I'll transmit it to your Omni tool, in case you want to check it out.
What do you think we'll find out there?
I don't know. It might be a base of Ket dissidents organizing against the Archon.
Whatever it is, please be careful, Ryder.
I to jest do zrobienia na EOS. Na EOS sobie wrócimy jeszcze, ale to nie w tym odcinku, a w tym odcinku jeszcze bym chciał na Kadarę i na Kadarze byśmy zakończyli przygodę. Na ten odcinek. A w następnym odcinku polecimy sobie na EOS, a potem na Nexusa. Z Nexusa zobaczymy co dalej.
Where was I? Oh, right. So, me and the oddball Solarian, whose name I can't remember, we stowed away on a Batarian freighter. Ended up skinny dipping in this glass bottom pool, suspended over... Hey, here we are. You ready?
Jesteśmy na Kadarze. I teraz Wetra chciała z nami się spotkać w tym miejscu.
You were right. The view is great from up here.
We're not even to the top yet. Come on, I'll race you.
A race? Up this cliff?
Less talk, more climb. Let's go, Pathfinder. And no jump jets. No one likes a cheat.
This isn't fair. You're taller. You have reach.
Staying within your limits is no fun, Ryder. Having fun?
See? Not fair.
Wow. It's all going to be like this, huh?
No. Better.
For 14 months, I wondered if I'd made a mistake coming here and dragging my sister with me. I don't wonder anymore. Boarding the Tempest that day was the best decision I ever made.
I'm glad you came aboard too. It wouldn't have been the same without you.
Ja sobie poskanuję teraz planety z tych nowych układów. Jeżeli coś ciekawego będzie, to pokażę. A jak nie będzie, to wytnę z nagrania. Nic szczególnego nie znalazłem na układach, które skanowałem. A w tym odcinku było wszystko. Grał z wami tylko. Zostawcie łapkę w górę, dajcie subskrypcję, zostawcie lajka, zostawcie komentarz. I do następnego odcinka. Hej, hej!